Hey guys, Ostrich Fox here, and welcome to my review of Face the Music. This episode was all about honesty. Being honest with yourself, being honest with your people, and that lying by omission is a thing. Because some people will be like, no, lying is just telling someone something that's not true. No, lying is also holding in something or hiding something from someone, not telling someone about something, etc. And honesty plays a huge role into this episode and subsequently the rest of the season, as well as the final episode of the season. So it's song day. Every princess has to have a song day. They get a song written about them so that people know what to expect and get to know them when they become queen. However, Star feels like all these songs are fake. They don't actually represent the queens and their flaws, and she's not interested in them. She does not care for them. So when the Strong Stroll Rubraria arrives to write Star's song, she's like, not about it at all. She's like, go away, man. I don't want to deal with this. Like, swerve. And just seeing how Star's treating him, trying to get rid of him, not willing to deal with him, it's really just an extension of how annoyed she is with her mother and like the stresses of being a queen. Because as we've seen throughout the series, Star has always clashed with her mother. She's always clashed with the idea of becoming queen. She's not ready for it, and the more she pushes it away, the more she thinks she'll just have to deal with it, and of course that's not reality. But I wasn't fond of her treating Rubraria that way just because he's trying to do his job. Like, that was a really shitty thing of Star to do. She ends up ditching him and Marco to go to the mall with Jana. Not even telling Marco. You're not even gonna tell your best friend where you're going? Okay, Star. Calm down. Quit while you're ahead. But meanwhile, Moon's finally putting in some work, because way back in Raid the Cave, she said that she was going to take care of it, that her and River would take care of the missing book and Ludo. And here, we see that it is the case. She puts her hair down, and I like how when her hair's down, it looks just like Star's, but blue. The resemblance has never been more strong. And then she puts it up in a little braid, and let's go! So Moon, she's out. She's on her Warnicorn. River's like, aren't you afraid? And she's like, no, I don't care if it's the Forest of Uncertain Death, which I would be because it's called the Forest of Uncertain Death. She says that she's been here before, so it's like, okay, already, where's she going? So she's in this forest with her Warnicorn, and man, Moon has never been more badass. Just the sight of her cloaked on her Warnicorn, dropping the title of Queen. This isn't the strict, uptight Moon that we've seen throughout the series. This is a different Moon. This was Moon likely in her glory days. This is a Moon who's all about business, but who's also ready to throw down. And I love it. I'm eating it up. So she goes to this little, for lack of a better word, house. It's not even little, but it's very worn down. The door is poorly boarded up, and this ends up being the home of Ludo's family. The head being Ludo's father himself, Lord Bruto. And he seems to have some kind of resentment towards Queen Moon. However, this is very different from how the wife, Ludo's mother, reacts to Queen Moon. She's very happy to see her. She's very respectful, while Bruto's just like trying to get her out as quick as possible. So clearly there's a previously established relationship between them that we have yet to truly explore. But what happened with Lord Bruto and Queen Moon that makes him so pessimistic towards her, yet the wife is still on good terms with her? They're both royal families, and there's a very interesting story to be told here. Bruto wouldn't even accept Moon's corn, for Pete's sakes. How are you gonna turn down free food? Especially when your house is kind of a mess. I mean, it kind of looks nice, but at the same time, it looks kind of ruined. Like, if they clean it up, I feel like it looked great. But that's irrelevant. Moon informs the wife that one of her sons has stolen a very important book, the Book of Spells. And the wife's just like, which one? Crudo? Udo? And then all these names are rhymes with Ludo, and Moon says, no, Ludo. And they're both like, we don't talk about Ludo anymore, and we get some exposition on Ludo. Not too long ago, in the episode The Hard Way, Ludo says that he was taught everything the hard way because his father didn't give a damn about him. He was one of 50 children, and here we learn that Ludo really was the runt of the family, but because that he was a runt, he was given tough love. That what they did was simply to toughen him up. But it kind of went too far because Ludo stole that castle from him. That castle that he had season 1, that army, he stole all that from his family. And man, mad props to Ludo, mad respect. This man used to be a joke villain, and to an extent kind of was in season 2, but already we know that he leveled up by the time we see him in season 1, that he truly was a force to be reckoned with. Alas, Lord Bruto and his wife have no idea where Ludo has gone, so Moon just wishes him the best of luck and then she's on her way. But then we see one of the sons walk up to the window with a very ominous look on his face. Back at the Diaz house, Star comes back from shopping and Rubariet's still there. He's like, we need to write the song or else I'm gonna be killed. Like, this man's legitimately gonna be killed if this song tanks. And Star's like, well, as long as you're here, I'm gonna be out of the house, so bye. Marco's like, Star, you need to just do what he says so he can leave. And Star says, these song days are not me. They're not what I'm about. And Marco just reassures her that if they knock it out of the park, it'll be over before they know it. And they embrace, and Ruberia, he's looking, he's eyeballing them, and he's taking notes because this is very important for later in the episode. And Star's like, Ruberia, me, you, my room, we need to talk. Back to Moon and her epic adventures. Ludo's brother from earlier is creeping. Moon notices him and states to come out, I know that you're there. And he's like, yo, what up, I'm Dennis. And it's like, all of these brothers have rhyming names besides Dennis? Dennis? But Dennis actually wants Moon to help. He informs her that Ludo isn't well and that he knows where he is. So he takes Moon to this monster temple. Moon notices that this is a wand and she's like, Dennis, we have to go right now. The sense of urgency that Moon has is unfathomable. Rarely do we see Moon this shook, and it shows how high the stakes really and truly are. Star takes Ruberia to her room and she's like, princess songs are awful. It's fake. They're all fake. It's all about how perfect princesses are, and that's not me. And that your music just puts pressure on me. And it's gonna put pressure on future princesses and by extension future queens. And that she does not want to help a little stupid hack with a stupid princess song. And Ruberia has it. He tells off Star, and honestly, I feel for him here. He says that she just assumes that he has no integrity, that he's like all the other songsters, and that he agrees. The previous songsters are hacks, but he wants to write a real song about the future queen, but Star won't even help him do his job. So what does it say about her as a Moon song with Star's name, like a hack? And honestly, she deserves to. She's making false assumptions about the wrong people. Moon's getting strapped up. She brings out her old school armor. Boy! And then River comes in. You're wearing that to Star's song day? And then Moon remembers. Song day. Ruberia and Star meet back up. Star's like, look, I'm sorry, you were right. I want to help you write this song. So they all converge for song day. Star's late, and she's not that apologetic, but Moon's like, listen, Star, I'm proud of you. I've been really proud of you lately. And that's honestly a really heartwarming moment. Because I think for once, Moon's finally seeing what Star gets herself into, and that it really isn't all that easy, and that things may get really bad soon. And honestly, Moon has no idea how bad they would get. So she just wanted to assure Star how she feels about her. And then the song comes on, and it's a bop. Like, Patrick Stump outdid himself as Ruberia. Like, that performance was lit! However, the song takes a turn for the worst when Ruberia reveals through the song that Star lost a book of spells, and that Moon and River said that they would keep it a secret from Muni and the Magic High Commission, which the audience is in shock. And then the cherry on top, he reveals that Star's in love with Marco, which she didn't know was going to be in the song. People start rioting, saying, you lied by omission! The royal family and the High Commission tell it out of there. Star says that she thought they wanted to get to know the real Star, and Moon says they don't, Star. They just want to believe you're a perfect little princess. Hekapoo goes off on Moon. She says, how can you hide Glossaric in the Book of Spells from us? And Romulus, who knew Glossaric was gone, just tries to play it off. He's like, oh yeah, what the goat said, I didn't know a thing. Marco walks up to Star. He's like, what's that song about? And Star just says, hold that thought. She summons Cloudy, and she goes off, and the episode ends there. Wow! Wow! What a good episode. Of course, it would be blown out of the water by the next episode, but everything about this episode was golden. The character interaction, Ludo's family, the songs, Patrick Stump. He brought his A game. He slayed. Moon saying that the truth is dangerous. Oh my god. The whole moral of this episode was about being honest with yourself, not hiding anything as stated earlier, but the truth is what got Star in trouble and now has Moon and River in trouble, and it shows that the truth really is a double-edged sword. It makes for a really compelling argument. overall, this was a phenomenal episode. Didn't like how this seemed more motion tweened as opposed to hand drawn, but what can you do? What did you guys think of this episode? Comment down below. And if you enjoyed my review and you like what I have to say, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media, links to everything in the description down below. Awestruck Fox, signing out.